Playing the Radical Latino Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands in the air for New York's very own.
Radical Latino is taking you to another level.
Welcome back to another episode, my people. Is the host, the Radical Latino. What is poppin'? How was y'all week? This is my second time recording this episode because apparently Manhattan decided to have a whole full-blown blackout. So I'm recording this super fresh. It's Sunday. And I'm putting this out, editing it all today, putting it out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing this like super fresh. So you know what's going on with y'all. Last week I put up an episode with me and Bawdy, the whole crew of Bawdy, and shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are telling me that was one of their favorite episodes of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they interviewed me. We did 2 episodes. They got an alternate version of it, and I got, you know, another version of it. Same episode, just the beginning is alternate. You know, I interviewed them, they interview me on their end, or whatever the case is. But a lot of people, I like theirs better. But a lot of people are telling me that they loved that episode because they actually heard my personality come through. They actually heard that, you know, the exchange that everybody was having, and it felt like a genuine conversation instead of just me talking to myself on the mic for God knows how long. You feel what I'm saying? So go check them out. Remember, link is going to be at the bottom or whatever the case is. Just type in boldandbody.com and all that. And also want to give a big shout out to my homie, you know, Brujo. You know, white supremacists took him out of Instagram and all that. He has a backup page, so I'm going to put that link in the description down below. Also, guys, remember, go donate to his GoFundMe, and he also got a merch website up, so go get yacht shirts or whatever. Go support my brother. You know, he's doing big things out here in the community. You know what I'm saying? So go support him. He gets a lot of intel and information that will actually help us out. You know what I'm saying? So we won't get caught out here, you know. So go support my brother. You know, shout out to him. Shout out to all my supporters. Shout out to y'all. I'm seeing my whole operation just grow. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing my whole operation just grow. From YouTube to just the podcast, you know, downloads and all that other shit. You know what I mean? Like, my whole shit is like, you know, blowing up. So I want to give a big shout out to all of you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, I still wouldn't even be doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is this little, you know, thing that, first of all, Nike, I don't know if you guys overheard or whatever the case is, but Nike was gonna bring out a 4th of July sneaker. You know what I'm saying? They were gonna bring out a 4th of July sneaker with I think was it the Betty Ross flag, I believe it is. You know, with the 13 colonies with the stars in a circle. And they were gonna bring that out as the 4th of July, you know, type of style. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna bring that shit out, you know, 4th of July type of style or whatever the case is. And they didn't end up releasing the shit because Colin Kaepernick, if you guys don't know, he's the head dude out there, and you know, he works with them. You know what I'm saying? So Colin Kaepernick skirted all that shit. He was like, nah, get the fuck out of here. Y'all not doing that. You know, for those who don't know, the 13 colonies flag, the flag with the 13 colonies, you know, the 13 stars in it, is a white supremacist flag. The white supremacists have adopted that as a flag, you know? So Colin actually knew this shit. And he was like, nah, the fuck out of here. You know, even though that flag, let's be completely honest, was not sold by Betty Ross or whatever the case is. Nah, it was done by a black woman. Like, you know, she has, this bitch has slaves. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't gonna just sew. She probably had the idea. She had her slaves do it. You know what I mean? But anyway, white supremacists have adopted it, like the 13. There's a white supremacist organization. You know, they call themselves the 13 or the 3% or something like that, right? And, you know, shout out to Colin Kaepernick. He actually knew all this shit. Like, he was like, nah, I'm not gonna let y'all do that. Nah, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. So shout out to him for actually knowing that. So Nike, you know, they pulled their stuff out. It was like, all right, we don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? We want to let you do your thing. You know what I mean? And they pulled that shit out, and rightfully so, because remember the whole concept of this, you know, having a civil war and all this other stuff, because the South wanted to secede from the Union and all that, you know, and they wanted to keep everything the same way it was, you know. There's a big popular misconception that Abraham Lincoln actually wanted to free the slaves. It wasn't actually nothing. That was not true whatsoever. He just did that as a tactic so he could win the war or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to Cap. He actually knew what he was, you know, he was well informed. So shout out to him for actually stopping that shit. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I want to discuss, since I'm discussing, you know, little brands out here, you know, getting stopped. Haley Bailey, not Halle Berry, but Haley Bailey. It's kind of weird, but she is the new mermaid. She's black. She's the new black mermaid, and yo, I'm telling ya, Twitter went insane. Twitter went insane. Twitter went crazy. They started this hashtag not my Ariel and all that other shit. And mind you, listen, I was seeing some of this concept art that people were putting up. Yo, shorty look fire. Shorty look fire. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I'd rather this Ariel, this mermaid than another mermaid. You know, the original one with the red hair and the white skin. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather this one because I'm telling you, shorty looks fire. I was like, damn, shout out to you, Haley. So I was seeing some of this concept art, and you know, the shit was looking hard. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people were getting mad about that. They were like, this is bullshit. They're changing the culture. They're changing. This is not right and all this other shit. And I'm like, wait a minute. You guys should be the last ones to really care about who's changing what and what is changing who and all this other stuff. Last time I checked, y'all changed Jesus. You know, y'all changed that whole motherfucker into a white. I don't know who that dude is. Y'all changed that whole to a white motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all changed that whole shit. All of our heroes that we've been basically indoctrinated were all white. Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman. You know what I'm saying? All white. The Flash, all white. You know what I'm saying? All white. I remember this one episode of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They got this I don't know, this, it was a ooze or something like that, you know, it was like a chemical or whatever. So they all drank it, and it turned them human for I think 24 hours or something like that. It turned them human. I was dead ass so shocked when they turned into white people. I was like, wait, what the fuck? How the fuck y'all turn white? Mind you, these motherfuckers are living in the sewers and all this other shit. And as a kid, I'm like, wait, what? I thought the Ninja Turtles were black. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So this shit is crazy. So I'm like, y'all really pissed off about that shit? Y'all really pissed off about that. That's crazy. It's funny too, because white folks are the only ones that tell us, oh, get over this, get over that, and all this other shit. Y'all being too sensitive, and this is the past, y'all living in, and all this other crazy shit. But yet they're the ones really bugging out about a fake character. They're really the ones bugging out about representation. You see where the double standards comes? You know what I'm saying? You see where the double standards come? So when they are misrepresented and they feel like they're being shut down and abused and all, they are very loud. They are extremely loud. They want to let you know, listen, my rights are being violated and all this other crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But yet we got to get over it. But yet we don't know what we're talking about. But yet we're the ones living in the past and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, get the fuck out of here, you know? And I actually put this up on Twitter. Truth be told, I said, so this not my Ariel hashtag thing is real. But it's bad to say Shorty looks way better now than she was white. Just saying, things are always better black, you know, with a little heart emoji. And if you guys go to my Twitter, you guys will actually see a couple of concept arts. I'm like, yo, Shorty's bad. You know what I'm saying? Shorty's bad. But then you got a couple of white supremacists, you know, that put racism against white, you know, make your own story, all this other bullshit, blah blah blah. Listen, they're just mad, all right? They're just mad that we are getting our own representation. You know, they're just mad that Shorty actually looks better. You know, and the thing is, see, this is something I found out, like I noticed about white supremacists, is that if you're representing a non-white character, right, and they're slovenly, not that great looking, they would not give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But this Halle chick, she is beautiful. She is beautiful, and the concept arts that I'm seeing, amazing. That shit right there is hitting at their ego like, nah, this can't happen. This can't happen. You know what I'm saying? And then when you call them out saying that, yo, you racist, you are, you know, you're a white supremacist and all this other shit, they be like, how am I racist? And you know, they just start inventing shit that we can't even prove. My husband or my girlfriend is black. My best friend is black. You know, you'll have them going like, my best friend's roommate's cousin is half black. You know what I'm saying? Like, they will go out their way and prove that they are the least racist person saying racist shit. You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to Halle, you know, for getting that. But look, check this out. In the end of the day, they're gonna make that movie janky as shit. All right? They're gonna make it tacky. They're not gonna make it constructive. I'm telling you right now that she is the mermaid. Best believe she's gonna be falling in love with a white man. I'm telling you that right now. So they getting all butthurt about, oh my god, there's a black mermaid. In the end of the day, white supremacy is still gonna win. They're gonna find a tacky way to fuck with it. I'm telling you that right now. They're gonna find one way or another to fuck with it. She either gonna be in love with a white man, or her parents are gonna be white. You know, it's gonna be some tacky shit. Something is gonna be tacky. something's gonna be tacky about it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to put their foothold in everything. They can't just give us something. You know what I'm saying? Something has to be tacky, and that's I believe like at least 99.1% that she's gonna be falling in love with a white man. You know, she's gonna be risking her life doing all this other shit. You know, falling in love with a white man and all that, and they might follow the original story, the story that they depicted on the cartoons. I don't know, but that's what I know is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what I know is gonna. They're gonna make her fall in love with a white man. She's gonna say something so cheesy like, "Can't we all just get along?" You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something stupid to that effect. You know what I mean? So I know they're not gonna give us something just, you know, that we could have. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna give something that we could have. Also, real quick, just to put it out there, you know what I'm saying, real fast. There was this Facebook group on storming Area 51, and I'm telling you guys right now, that is the most stupidest bullshit I've ever fucking heard and seen. And first of all, the memes are fucking insane. Them shits is dumb funny, but it's just a Facebook group of people talking about storming Area 51 to see the aliens, and the government can stop all of us. You know what I mean? It's super fucking funny. But if let's be completely honest, if it does happen, people won't get far. People will not get far enough. There's countless videos on YouTube of people dirt biking through them deserts and not noticing the signs and all that, and almost getting their motherfucking heads blown off. All right, so you know what I mean? I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all go do it, salute to y'all. You know, if y'all come back, if y'all go over there, you know, on a 2-hour ride in a car, and you come back in 10 minutes in a spaceship, then shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you guys. But in the end of the day, yo, I don't think it's a good idea. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going. Y'all gonna get fucking alien fucking guns pointed at y'all the further y'all go in and all that. Nah, get the fuck out of here. So, you know, if y'all gonna go do that, alright, whatever. You know, it is what it is. Let me know what y'all find, alright? Let me know, because that'll be some shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, moving on. So there was a lot of controversy on some black festival. It was like this African festival. A lot of controversy on this. Actually, no, it was a Afro Future Fest, and the reason why there was a lot of controversy behind this is because they wanted to charge white people more to attend the festival. They wanted to charge white people more to attend the festival. I think I believe black people will get charged, I think was it $10 or $15, and then white people will get charged $20 or $25 to attend the festival. And people were having an issue with this, to the point where I think Ticketmaster got involved and all this other shit. And mind you, this is a black Africanized festival that white people are choosing to attend. You know what I'm saying? So people were having an issue with this. People were having a real issue with this shit. And I did not see nothing wrong with it. I said, listen, if y'all want to be attending black festivals that y'all don't, you know what I'm saying, that's not part of y'all, why y'all should care? You know what I'm saying? I actually put this shit on Twitter. I said, I agree 100% with this. Charge white people more because they have more wealth and they want to attend a festival that isn't for them. They need to pay the white tax. And that's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. So, I was on Twitter going, talking to people, about this, going in on people, and there was this one lady. She still didn't delete it, but whatever. She has this thing that says, "In America, everyone is equal. That doesn't mean everyone in the race finishes first. It means everyone should get the same starting point." Ticket prices based on skin tone only pushes us further back into the path towards equality. Shame on this festival, right? Okay, so she goes like, shame on this, it shouldn't happen, it pushes us back, blah 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 blah, man-explaining, blah 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 blah. So I said, how come it hasn't been equal for millions of black people? If you believe in equality, maybe you should forefront for reparations. And she never responded back. Some stupid motherfucker talking about the sins of my father doesn't apply to their sons, blah blah blah. How to get in his ass. I was like, but you currently benefit from the sins of your father, so why don't you want to promote equality instead of injustice? You know what I'm saying? You gotta hit him with some code, you know what I mean? But people were, rightfully getting pissed off about this bullshit. People were rightfully getting pissed off, and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Hold up. Y'all really pissed off about this shit while we have fucking black folks constantly getting turned away or getting charged more for housing, turned away or getting charged more to buy a car, turned away or getting charged more to put down more of a deposit for a house or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? That right there, oh shit, oh well, I don't know nothing about that, but that shouldn't happen. You don't see these same people fighting that. You don't see nothing on that. You see a lot of explaining. You see a lot of excuses. You feel what I'm saying? You see a lot of excuses, and you sit there and you're like, wait a fucking minute. Hold up. Y'all really going in on a festival that is not a part of you, that you want to attend, and y'all really complaining because y'all should pay more? On average, there's a lot of wealth in the white community. Let's keep it real. There's a lot of wealth in the white community. Why? Because in the white community, they built a society that benefits them way more than it benefits us. 10 times more. So yeah, they should pay a white tax. You feel what I'm saying? They should pay a white tax. Guess what? This isn't the first. Listen, this shit happens all over New York City, all right? This happens all over New York City. If you see, check this out. If you go to 42nd Street, right? And you go to 42nd Street is Times Square for my non-New Yorkers, right? You go to Times Square, and you're white, and you go to one of those carts, you're gonna get charged more from those carts to get a hot dog for $6. They will charge you $6 for a hot dog because they know they could get you with that. Taxis do it too. Taxis hustle too. If you're non-white, you know what I'm saying? If you're non-white, you're less likely. You're still gonna get scammed, you know what I'm saying? Because you are a tourist. Still gonna get scammed, but you're less likely to. You feel what I'm saying? But taxis do it too. Those trucks do it too. You know what I'm saying? People need to eat out here. So there's always white people are always charged more. And is that racist? I think not. I don't think it is. Because white folks are the first ones who done all of this shit. White folks are the ones who invented racism. White folks are the ones who implemented racism. White folks are the ones who actually put strategies behind these ideologies of racism. So if we're just charging them, the dominant society who invented racism, a little bit more, that's not racist. How can you be racist against the racist? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make no sense. That shit cancels out. You know what I'm saying? That just whole shit cancels out. So no, I don't think that's racist. I think that's justice, if anything. Truth be told, if anything, that's like reparations. You know, they got more of the wealth. They gotta pay more. Get the fuck out of here. No. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. So that was that. You know what I'm saying? That was that. And the next thing first of all, I wanna warn some people. You know what I'm saying? I wanna warn some people on this weekend. Well, now it's not even gonna be a warning, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. There's gonna be a couple of ISIS raids, so just be careful. I know this comes out Monday, but it might be next weekend or whatever. But this weekend, there's gonna be a bunch of ISIS raids and shit. And just, you know, be careful being out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out here thinking life is all good. Y'all white and shit, and you got a whole fucking like fucking SWAT team coming in and trying to swat y'all out of this country and stuff. So I'm just saying, you know, be careful on that part. You know what I'm saying? Just watch your heads, and you know, don't talk too much. And also, in New York City, there was a thing implemented a couple of years ago where if you're an immigrant here and you need an ID, right? You could go in there and get yourself a residential ID, which is good enough as an ID, but it's a residential ID, and it's only for immigrants. And I was telling people then, this is a way to basically track you guys down and deport you guys faster. But, you know, people, you know, they don't listen to me. Whatever. What the fuck do I know, right? I'm just a dumbass behind the mic. You know what I'm saying? Alright. So, moving on to the main topic, actually. Moving on to the main topic. Modern day concentration camps. Now, what do I mean about that? Modern day concentration camps. Well, as all you guys know, you know, these detainees, all right, these illegal immigrants, aliens, or whatever, are being basically caged into the border. You know, they're being caged, they're being treated inhumanely, they are abused, some of them just neglected. And this is basically another way of modern day concentration camps. This is basically what it is. You know, the way they could justify their mistreatment is because they are considered non-citizens. Now, what makes someone a citizen? You feel what I'm saying? What makes someone a citizen? A little piece of paper saying that you're supposed to be here? Those are trick words, all right? Those are trick words. White folks were never citizens here, all right? White folks were never citizens to this land. Let's keep it a G. Let's keep it a G. Native Americans and black folks were native to this land. If you want to even put it down as Latin folks, okay, cool. Latin folks, natives, and blacks were native to this land, especially around in California. That's where all this shit is going down, like around Mexico, New Mexico, and all that, right? So we're native to this land. You know what I'm saying? We are the original inhabitants of this land. And these people come in here and start rewriting rules whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? They just start rewriting rules. Let me give you guys a little bit of a history lesson, all right? Back when Mexico sold part of itself to the United States so it could become California, right? There was a lot of their people here, a lot of Latin people in California, because they're like, this is Mexico, right? A lot of Latin people here. The government was like, okay, the Mexican government was like, all right, what's gonna happen to our people? I want them to be protected. So what ended up happening was the US government said, no worries, as long as they put down white on a piece of paper, which is a census, they're gonna be protected. But as we all know, you putting down white, you putting down alien in a piece of paper does not mean a goddamn thing. It will not give you real rights. You know what I'm saying? It will not give you real life rights. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what they said. That's their truce. That's their treaty. Okay, cool. That shit happened. Guess what? Latin people were getting lynched. Latin folks were getting rounded up, like rallied in, beaten up, put in trucks, and drove all the way back to the Mexican border and just dropped off there. Some of them were used as target practice. So Latin folks were always used as a way to say, you are not, this is the confusion, you are not part of something that you were already a part of, that you are naturally a part of. You know what I'm saying? These borders, they ain't real. These are just lines drawing the map. You know what I'm saying? These things ain't real. We give a lot of, just like money, we give a lot of, value into something that isn't real. You know what I'm saying? So there's a history of that, of Latin people being abused, Latin people being humiliated, Latin people being discriminated against. There's a history on this. You know what I'm saying? There's a huge history on this. Then you fast forward into today, you get, you have these concentration camps. And the way they justify, they start using little code words like they're aliens. First of all, how disrespectful is that word alien? You know what I'm saying? Aliens. We are not from outer space. The last time I checked, if we were, we'll be, in flying saucers getting the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But we're not. Just look at that word aliens. Aliens from where? Last time I checked, aliens got thin lips, right? Just like y'all. Skinny ass, frail bodies. Just like y'all. You know what I mean? And then this is just a Hollywood version of aliens, So they look like aliens if anything, you know what I'm saying? But this is a way to rewrite the vision and the image of a certain group of people to justify their punishment, to justify their mistreatment. It's just a way to relabel the people. That's all. It's been done all throughout history. During slavery, it was done in slavery. It was said that black people's melanin was giving them the ability to work from sun up to sundown and not be tired, which is complete bullshit. It was their melanin that gave them the ability not to feel empathy. Now, what kind of double standard is that? Not to feel empathy. Now, why would they have to say that? Why did they have to say that black folks didn't have the ability to feel empathy? Because they were ripping families away and apart from each other because they were being sold. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with us. We're called aliens, illegals. You can't tell who's an immigrant or an illegal immigrant just by looking at them. You can't tell. You gotta go through the whole paperwork and all this other bullshit, but you can't tell by just looking at someone. So now we all get lumped into this illegal and alien category. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of news articles and stories of US Latin people who get deported. There's a bunch of stories. If you guys remember some of my episodes a while back when I was talking to Keem. That's the same bullshit he brought up. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, they're being deported, and some of them are even dying out there. Oh, but they can sue. What does suing have to do with anything? The Department of Justice gets sued almost every other day for black folks literally getting killed and shot by cops, and people are still getting shot by cops. Black folks are still getting their heads blown off. That's not stopping nobody. So suing doesn't mean shit. You feel what I'm saying? That logic doesn't make sense. That logic doesn't compute. So you have a bunch of people out here being relabeled and justified why we are denying them basic living conditions, and not even all of that. Water, food, families being ripped apart, and all this other shit. And you got AOC. Well, shout out to AOC. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. So they got AOC coming out there, and she actually says it very well spoken. The way, just check this out. This is what she says that when she went over there to visit.
There's abuse in these facilities. There's abuse. This was them on their best behavior, and they put them in a room with no running water, and these women were being told by CBP officers to drink out of the toilet.
So you guys already, you guys heard that. And she compared it the same way I'm comparing it to concentration camps. This is what she said.
The United States is running concentration camps on our southern border. And that is exactly what they are. They are concentration camps. The fact that concentration camps are now an institutionalized practice in the home of the free is extraordinarily disturbing.
And I'm gonna have to agree with her. It is, disturbing. You know what I'm saying? And people had an issue with her using the word concentration camp. It's a unique experience. It's something you can't compare it to, and all this other bullshit. Listen, this is a way of deflection, okay? This is a way of deflection. Let's not deflect from the fact that it's a concentration camp nonetheless. You feel what I'm saying? Japanese people were put into concentration camps. You know what I mean? They called it exactly what it is. This is what it is. It's a modern day concentration camp. That's what it is. And we should not be confused with the fact just because they're illegal immigrants, they're aliens, and all this other bullshit that we're talking about. We gotta call it out for what it is. It's a concentration camp. Look at the conditions. Look at how you're relabeling the people. You know what I'm saying? Latin people has been abused, and a lot of people don't talk about it. Latin people through history have been abused, have been neglected, have been experimented on. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you guys an example. The Tuskegee experiment in the United States, right? A lot of people talk about the ones that's done in the black community, right? A lot of people don't even know that it also happened in the same time in Guatemala. Yeah, it also happened in Guatemala. Look that up. The US government actually had to apologize years later for the syphilis STD experiments they practiced on Latin folks in Guatemala. Look that up. Put STD Guatemala, whatever. Look that up. These things actually happen. And a lot of Latin folks are out here clueless, thinking, oh, that's just a black issue. Whatever, it is what it is. Nah, it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And if we have certain Latin people walking around thinking like that, just excommunicate them. That's it. Just like, John Wick, excommunicato. You know what I'm saying? Like, get yourself out of there. You know what I mean? That's it. Just cut them off. But that's exactly what it is. These are modern day concentration camps. These are modern day concentration camps. And we're not free from that. Latin folks in the United States are not free from that. It's not gonna take them much for be like, wait a minute, you speak Spanish. Get your ass into this van. You know what I mean? Wait a minute. You don't look white enough. Get your ass inside this van. Wait a minute, you're Latin. Let me see your papers. Nobody fucking walks around with papers. Oh, here's my ID. Oh, you can falsify that. Get your ass inside that van. It happens. It happens. Okay? It happens. These things happen on a daily basis to U.S. citizens. Okay? To U.S. citizens. If you think that we got rights here, you're fucking wrong. You're 100% wrong. Don't think of our experience as something way different from black folks, because it's not. It's not. For a whole year that I've been doing this podcast, I've been saying there's a connection between black people and Latin people throughout history and how we are being treated through white supremacy. It's a fact. It's a fact, mi gente. It's a fact. And the more clearer we actually get to it, the more clear we actually will get into seeing solutions. We have to get through that in our heads, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get through that in our heads. We can't just be walking around here blind thinking it only happens to a certain group of people. Just where one in the racial hierarchy where one bracket above is all good. Fuck it, that's on them. You know, it is what it is. They're all victims. No. No. It doesn't work like that. We all gotta be in this one thing together because we all get seen and treated the same way by the same people who told you that you're not good enough, where you come from are not good enough, you're not even a human being, you're an alien, you're not supposed to even be here. Mind you, we cultivated this land. Mind you, we're the original inhabitants of this land, and they're told that this doesn't even belong to us. That's what they tell us. This does not even belong to us. You feel what I'm saying? This shit doesn't even belong to us. Why y'all even complaining about it? The same people who beat our language away, the same people who erased our history away, the same people who told us that we ain't shit, that we need to stop complaining, the same people who taught our history all about themselves, all about white folks, didn't say nothing about us, and just said that black folks only were slaves and that's it. Those are the same people, and the same people that said, no, we're gonna actually help your health out, and then gives us syphilis. These are the same people. This is the same people. No, we can't be thinking like them. We gotta get our European mentality brainwashing out of our heads. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get that shit out. Gotta get that shit out of our system. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that. And the thing is that we gotta change the narrative. That's exactly what it is. We have to change that narrative and keep that narrative, what we change, constant. You know why? Because we are the original people of this land. We're not aliens. You feel what I'm saying? Most of our blood is native. Okay? Look that up. The majority of our blood is native. You think that we're just native because the native people in Latin America, in Ecuador, Peru, Brazil, and all that was just intermingling with each other just there? No. Huge trade routes. Look at all the trade routes that the colonizers even looked at. Look at all the trade. We always intermingled with each other. You feel what I'm saying? We always intermingled with each other. You know what I'm saying? So this is our land. So we're not immigrating to a foreign land. You know what I'm saying? It was white supremacy that made this land what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're just coming back home. You know what I mean? We're just coming back home. Most of the native people always integrated with each other. You know what I'm saying? They traded and all that. They always knew about each other, other tribes and all that other shit. Come on. You know what I mean? Come on. We gotta change that narrative, mi gente. We gotta change that narrative. You know what I'm saying? We gotta change the narrative. It's fucking crazy how they're just allowing this crazy bullshit to happen. You know, fucking ICE raiding us randomly and all this other bullshit, and we're just sitting back. And I'm talking about all you fucking Latin coons who voted for Trump. This is the reason why this is happening. And most of y'all voted for this motherfucker knowing that most of your people is gonna get deported. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking to y'all. I'm not talking to Latin coons. I'm not talking to you guys. You know what I'm saying? The ones who claim white who are not white. Fucking blacker than me, telling me, oh no, I'm not moreno, papi, I'm white. I white. You know, no, get the fuck out of here. Nah. That's who I'm talking about, mi gente, my people. We gotta wake up. We gotta wake up. You heard? We gotta wake up. The more we get unified, the less power they got. You know what I'm saying? Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Remember, everything that I talked about in the beginning will be in the link down in the description down below. If you guys want to hit me up, go on Twitter and Instagram at radical_Latino_, and I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace.